Hey, it's Screw the System Joe and I'm back with another new video. Today I want to talk about why you shouldn't listen to your teachers. And to get my point across, I'm going to tell you two stories from my own personal experiences. But before we go into these, I just want to explain that this video is really for people at high school or college or university who are getting a lot of information and opinions from their teachers about what the world of work is like beyond those institutions and just what the world in general is like outside of school and university. It's also for people older than that, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, because it's a general comment on authority figures and why you shouldn't always listen to them. So, on to my first story. And for this, we're going to go back to my time at university. I was in my final year and it was in one of my politics classes. Probably about 10 or so of us in this class having a conversation with our professor about what the world of work was like. So we'd finished the syllabus, it was close to the final exams, and we were just having a bit of an informal chat. And he was giving us his opinions on what it was like to work, what the lifestyle was like, etc. And about 10 minutes in, he made this statement which has stuck with me to this day. He turned to the class and he said this: don't get your hopes up too much, guys. Nobody really lives an exciting life. Bam! It really hit me. I just thought to myself, one, I was scared. Two, I didn't want to be a part of that world. And three, I felt defiant. I felt like I don't want to accept this as my reality. But he was an authority figure in my mind. He was probably 20 years older than me. He'd left university. He'd been through that whole process. He'd lived it. And here he was telling me that that's how life was going to be. And I left that room. As much as I didn't want to accept it, part of me did. And this was a problem. So my second story was also from a time while I was at university. Now on this occasion I had a meeting with a careers advisor. It was a sit-down, one-to-one discussion about my options beyond university. So we were sitting there and I was posing my questions to him about what the possibilities were, and he was telling me about the world of work. And the conversation wasn't going too well, because when he asked me what I was looking for, I expressed some concerns about working hours. I said to him, look, I don't want to be working 50 hours a week for the next 20 plus years of my life. I don't really even want to be working 40 hours a week. It's a hell of a lot. What other time does it, what else does that leave time for? I was saying to him, look, I'd rather work 30 hours a week or maybe just 4 days a week so I can have some free time, so I can actually have some time to enjoy my life. Well, he looked at me as if I hadn't got a clue what he was talking about, and his manner became increasingly condescending. He was sort of saying to me or approaching me like I was some young kid who had to school on how the world was. It was as if he was saying, wake up, this is how the world works. What you're saying is completely unrealistic. You're going to have to change your expectations and adapt. And again, this is a big problem for me because I had this authority figure right in front of me who supposedly knew what they were talking about, telling me that what I wanted for my life wasn't possible and that I was going to have to accept something that I didn't enjoy. Now again, this was a big problem. Now the reason this was such a problem in both cases is because I accepted what these teachers told me as the truth. So when I left university and I was making this attempt to pursue my dreams, I only did it half-heartedly. I followed an approach where it was kind of dip your toe in the water and is it okay? Well, okay, I can go a little bit further. Now half my foot's in, and is that okay? Well, maybe I'll go a bit further. Rather than just diving straight in and taking action. Because as much as I wanted to live my dreams and create a life which was stimulating and fun, because of experiences with those teachers and other ones as well, I didn't believe it was possible. So I was always stunting my progress, always holding myself back because of that lack of belief. Now I don't want this to happen to you. It's really important for you to know as you're watching this that what teachers and authority figures tell you is not necessarily the truth. It certainly wasn't in my case. They were just presenting me with a limited version of reality. I've subsequently proved to myself that it wasn't true. I can, in fact, have a stimulating and interesting life, and I do and am in charge of my working hours and make sure that everything I'm doing is pretty engaging. That's true. I've been able to do it. What those two teachers were telling me wasn't true. It was just one small choice. And the message I really want you to know today is that you have a choice, and also a hell of a lot of time to make that choice become a reality for you. So don't listen to your teachers. Okay, you may have one or two inspiring ones who lift you up. These are ones of the good variety and the helpful variety. But if your teachers are trying to get you to accept a small, narrow version of reality or a small, narrow role for yourself in life, then you absolutely have the right to reject it. And refer them to this video. Tell them to take a look. So that's all for today. Please like, share, subscribe and comment below. And I'll see you in the next one.